Welcome to Recently on Reddit, a tiny Black Panther production. Here we explore some eye-catching posts from a number of popular subreddits. This is sort of an intro to Reddit because trust me, there's a lot more waiting out there to be discovered. Did you know that the sun's mass takes up 99.86% of the solar system? That's today's totally useless and unrelated fact. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. And with that out of the way, let's get started. And from r/ChoosingBeggars, posted by StitchWitchery16, like taking candy from a bunch of whiny, petulant babies. At work, we have a candy drawer for when you need a sugary mid-afternoon pick-me-up. Everyone takes it in turn to bring stuff in. There's no official schedule or roster. You just dump whatever you bring in into the drawer, and everyone rates it as they need a snack. Out shopping the other day, I found a bag of individually wrapped chocolates, so I grabbed it and added to the candy drawer. I was honestly pretty excited about them. They were a European brand I didn't recognize, but they were all really good flavors like raspberry, pistachio, hazelnut, and dark chocolate orange. They were really high percentage of cocoa, and I tend to prefer European chocolates to American, less likely to have butyric acid. Well, I tossed them in the candy drawer and thought nothing of it until I went to make myself tea around midday and overheard a couple of my coworkers talking. Ugh, who brought in the generic crap chocolate? Right? Brand name or nothing. Don't fob your cheap crap off on us. When I checked at the end of the day, maybe 2 of them had been taken. The kicker. Before I tossed in the chocolates, the candy drawer contained nothing but a handful of Smarties and half-melted Tootsie Rolls. Enjoy your stale name brand gunk crap holes. My chocolate will be accompanying me to board game night, where it will be more appreciated. It's funny that so many Americans don't realize that Europeans really do know what they're doing with chocolate, folks. Give it a try. It's awesome. And from r/entitledparents, posted by Psychological Loss 42, my father is threatening the people I love. Hi, 18 female here. I am on mobile, so sorry if the formatting is weird. I am currently enrolled in college, but I very quickly realized that I do not like it at all. I don't feel like I was ready for it. I don't have the discipline and the drive that is needed for college at this time in my life, and I know it's something I need to work on before I can truly succeed in college. I expressed these concerns to my father yesterday. Now, my father has always been an extremely controlling person, but I very stupidly thought that since I no longer live with my parents and they don't pay for anything of mine, that there was really nothing he could do to force me to stay in school. I was unfortunately very, very wrong. He, of course, blames me for this, which would be correct, but he also blames other people in my life, such as my girlfriend and my ex-boyfriend, who I am still friends with. During our conversation, my father said that my ex deserves to be punished and that he is partly to blame for my failure in school. He said that he will get revenge against him if I drop out. He mentioned one of his friends hurting him physically or planning something on him to get him arrested. I was appalled by this and told him that that's not normal and that he can't just threaten people and try to force me to stay in school. He responded saying that if he goes back on what he said now, he would be a liar and he can't have that. I worry for my girlfriend as well because my family is very homophobic. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Am I supposed to stay in school to protect these people? I know it's not the right reason for me to be in school, but I'm terrified for them. Edit. I'm not against the idea of reporting my father, but I'm afraid that if I do, he'll come after me as well as my friends. Is there anything I can do to assure that won't happen? And I very much want to cut my family out of my life, but I'm afraid they'll find me. What would be some ways I can prevent that from happening? Well, honestly, the easiest way to prevent that from happening is to change areas, unfortunately, and not provide forwarding information to them. At some point, you're going to probably end up having to confront them if you want to stay where you are. Maybe just try to convince him that you're making the best decision for you. On a personal note, I would like to suggest that maybe you just try dropping some of your classes and work your way back up to full time. I didn't finish college, and honestly, in today's day and age, that's probably one of the biggest regrets of my life because it's made things so much more difficult. And another from Entitled Parents, and I must admit I've tried saying this name 3 times, and I'm sorry if I butcher it. TakebaYukari. My parents stalked me. I am 21. I am female. I understand that there can be dangers to dating, but the way my parents go about it is ridiculous. I met this girl on Tinder a while ago. We've talked pretty much every day, and we've had our first date a week ago at the mall. It went great, but I didn't tell my parents because I know how crazy they are. Fast forward to Tuesday, where we are having another date. This one I do tell my parents about. It was at the movies, but I had the feeling that I shouldn't have told them that. So I said, "Oh, we're going to X Mall to hang out." The movie went great, and I went over to my date's place. I get texts from my parents asking why I'm not at the mall. My dad had driven an hour to that mall, looked for me, and looked for my car. Holy fluff, you're insane. Then after my dad tracks me with my phone and asks me why I'm near the beach, where my date lives. Like, dude, listen, I understand wanting to value my safety, but that was an extreme violation of my boundaries. I had a gut feeling telling them where I actually was would be a mistake. I was correct. And they still don't see how fluffed up it is to stalk their adult daughter. Again, I think it's time to have a nice conversation with your parents. You're 21 years old. They, unfortunately for everybody, they won't always be around. That's just the reality of life. They need to trust you to make the correct decisions and move on with your life. So you may be wondering about that random fact in the beginning. It occurs to us here at Tiny Black Panther Productions that everyone can use a little random knowledge, and we like to share ours. So if you have any random tidbits you'd like to share with the world, please drop them in the comments below. I'll read out some of those facts in future episodes at random. Please just be sure they're accurate. Thank you for joining us on Recently on Reddit. Please comment, like, and subscribe. All comments will be read and considered, as it's my goal to get better at entertaining you. Again, thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.